Other interesting political news, you have Illinois wanting to change the term offender to justice impacted individual because they've solved all the other problems in Illinois. It's just a great place to live now. That's a joke because it's been terrible for decades. But this is first brought to us thanks to End Wokeness on X Twitter. End Wokeness says, quote, satire is now reality. Illinois just passed a bill to change the word offender to justice impacted individual. HB 4409 passed both chambers, unquote. Let's see what these mentally vacuous people have to say. That's only about a minute 16 long.
Well, we don't mess with anything in terms of the term victim. We just change offender to justice impacted individual. We're adding the Department of Corrections, adding Human Services, adding Sangamon and Cook County adult probation, and 2 members who've experienced the ARI system as offenders or justice impacted individual.
It might seem like a small thing. I mean, obviously changing a term can have a positive or negative impact when we do that. But I would say that over and over again, we keep changing the names for how we are referring to those who are have entered into criminal activity. And each time we make that change, each agency has to make that change on every one of their documents. So right now in the Department of Corrections, there's multiple changes that have been made, and it's costing thousands and thousands of dollars just to do a name change.
Jesus.
So I would ask, why is it necessary to make the name change? Even if the rest of the bill was okay, which I don't think that it is, but even if the rest of it was okay, the name changes may seem like a small thing, but it costs thousands and thousands of dollars to do that.
My gosh.
Well,
Someone with Illinois had a modicum of intelligence. Do you hear her? Again, that's a great point. Why are they spending money they don't have? Again, the video replays itself. Apologies. The Illinois is spending money they don't have to do useless crap like this. And I suspect it's also so they can just continue to be soft on crime, or rather encourage crime with their policies and procedures. So instead of fixing anything in Illinois, this is their priority. Virtue signaling and changing vernacular. Yet again, a friendly reminder of 1984 by George Orwell. A sad book, but albeit extremely accurate to modern society. Even more depressing when you see some parts of modern society being worse than in the book. And again, Illinois has been losing businesses for decades. Very similar to California. They're one of the most largest, well, it used to be respected, but one of the largest businesses, it used to be headquartered in Chicago, was Boeing. They're no longer in the state. You also have Nabisco, having one of their largest operation departments over there. Gone as well. Tyson Foods used to have an operation office. They're gone as well. People are moving their offices and their businesses' headquarters out there in droves. People are leaving the state as well. Has one of the highest taxes as well. One of 2 states you need an ID, a special ID just to buy ammunition, which many would say is unconstitutional because it costs, you have to pay for that, and of course, just as the same standard background check. Disgusting, mentally vacuous to say the least. Even if they fix everything in Illinois, which they never will, or Chicago, it's been terrible for almost 100 years. This shouldn't be a priority. And you're also, I would actually argue, you're actually encouraging deplorable behavior because you're decreasing the vernacular. If anything, I would, again, I was going to say, I don't know what kind of hell would it be actually to be a politician in Illinois. I'd probably, yeah, it'd be terrible. Let's say if I were elected official in Illinois, which you would only do if you have to fix so many things to fix that state, but nevertheless, just for spite, I'd introduce a bill, say, all right, we're going to, instead of saying, we're going to change the bill. So instead of offender, we're just going to change that word to pieces of shit. Again, they should be, if you're convicted through the court system, people should not be giving you accolades or you're calling you nice things. I understand once you serve your term, you should be, I understand that. But really? This is their top priority on the line? Maybe I'm alone. Maybe everyone in the comments is going to say, this is a great idea. Now everything is solved in Illinois. This is great. Probably not, but let's dive in. One of the first comments comes from Elon Musk saying this is insane, getting 5.1 thousand likes. Paul Zupa says the amount of effort wasted on this nonsense is astonishing. It's also distracting so people don't perceive the crime epidemic in Illinois is so bad. Next, he'll change the word to crime to justice adjacent or mostly justice. Got 434 likes. And actually, you do have some cities that are changing the statistics of their crime because they changed the definitions of what crime is. They changed the dollar amount. It's fascinatingly disgusting. Mark Macklin says drug dealers will soon be called unlicensed pharmacists, getting 1.4 thousand likes. Libercat Media TM says, unbelievable. Takes a special group of individuals to think this way. There's a picture that says, liberalism is a mental disorder, unquote, getting 292 likes. S Cartoon says, to control the power, you need to control the narrative. To control the narrative, you must control the language. Getting 597 likes. Another brilliant novel is Animal Farm, again by George Orwell. That's an even easier read. It's a lot shorter, and I would say it's pretty appropriate, more child appropriate for younger readers. And again, it's A+. This person references the book as well. Stella says this isn't satire, is fiction turned into reality, where George Orwell erroneously titled his book 1984 instead of 2024. Got 145 likes. General TM says, I'm just going to use the word offender even more, just like illegal aliens, getting 575 likes. And yet another example of mainstream media and culture and politics trying to change words to make things sound differently. One of the most common phrases past couple of years when it comes to illegal aliens is migrants, which, legally speaking, a migrant is a legal mechanism where people will come from other countries to work and temporarily come home. Or sorry, they'll cross legally, they'll work, then they'll come home. That's a legal word. That's a legal process. And yet they're using that legal process to obfuscate the truth by making it sound like, oh yeah, this is all legal, and they're all getting the proper background checks, proper procedures, like a traditional migrant would, but no. Got 575 likes for that, again, from General TM. Arthur Eagleman says, I'll keep calling them offenders, criminals, thugs, and POS, is getting 996 likes. Real Ben Garrison Cartoon says, a criminal by any other name is still criminal, getting 181 likes. Hodgson says, it's like they steal ideas from old South Park episodes, getting 855 likes. Peggy Dawson says, can't we get rid of these MFers? I'm so tired of how stupid they are, getting 103 likes. Let's see here. Going down more advertisements. Let's see here. Little memes, meme of Bugs Bunny fainting. It says, justice impacted individuals when they are arrested for sexual assault, getting 27 likes. Patriot Pointman says, tired of liberals and the BS. It's a bald eagle for American flag. It says, Freedom Eagle does not approve. Tired of this BS happening. Getting 58 likes. Here. Is that about Chicago? No. Oh, it is kind of. But let's go down here. First word says, just call him a criminal like in the old days when there's no confusion. Getting 53 likes. Mike Lay Torres is getting sick of the entire of this ward fair, where they changed the word according to in order to hide what's going on. Getting 66 likes. So overwhelmingly positive support in terms of, yeah, no one agrees that Illinois should be doing this stuff. And it's also, get what you vote for. It's Illinois. They've been Democrat for nearly 100 years in terms of, well, if you look at the elections and who they vote for their mayors and all the city of Chicago. But they'll turn around any day now. I got a good feeling. Even though the policies haven't worked for nearly 100 years. But nevertheless, maybe. I mean, probably not. The Las Vegas odds are probably not zero, but it's probably the odds of, Chicago being turned around culturally, business way, and with business and culture, probably 0.00000000137%, approximately. But let me know in the comments. Have you seen any businesses thrive in Chicago the past couple of years? Do you have any reason to go visit that? Do you think this word change? Do you think the locals are supportive of this word change, or do you think they'd rather Illinois be doing literally anything more productive? Let me know in the comments. As always, it'd be fascinating to hear what you have to say. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you could click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, leaving a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment is a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.